Zion Williamson, the #1 overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft, has already had a pretty rocky and controversial NBA career as it currently stands. Because, you know, he's fat. So fat that they had to put a weight clause in his contract just to keep him from eating himself out of a career.
It is shameful. You got chefs in New Orleans. I'm not exaggerating. I'm quoting people. You got chefs in New Orleans who love him. They're looking for him. Every chef there wants to meet him, because they know he'll show up to their restaurant. The word out on Zion Williamson is that he'll eat the table. I'm quoting. He'll eat the table.
Bro, being forced to stay under 295 pounds is insane, bro. Like, this man has a serious problem. Like, I don't even like, that is crazy. Stay just under 300 pounds. Like, what? Like, this dude, don't be surprised if you see him in the future. Like, he's a future My 600 Pound Life reality star for sure. But Zion Williamson and the rest of the sports world was hit with a curveball, a bombshell, when Zion was recently accused of EPAR by a woman seeking $18 to $50 million from the plus-sized hooper. The woman alleging Zion Williamson AR'd her is seeking anywhere from $18 million to $50 million in the lawsuit filed Thursday in Los Angeles Superior Court. Williamson denied the allegations to the Post on Friday via his legal representative. The woman identified as Jane Doe in the lawsuit claims to be Pelican star's ex-girlfriend, having allegedly started dating when Williamson was a freshman at Duke in 2018 until 2023. During the course of their relationship, defendant engaged in continuing pattern of abusive, controlling, and threatening behavior toward plaintiff. His wrongful conduct occurred in Louisiana and continued therefore across several states. The abuse was sexual, physical, emotional, and financial in nature. The lawsuit contains graphic details from a pair of 2020 encounters. Doe alleges in the lawsuit that she arrived on September 23, 2020 to the Beverly Hills home that Williamson rented at the time, and he requested sex. When Doe told former #1 pick she was tired and wanted to go to sleep, he allegedly called her stuck up and a bitch and said she could not go to bed before sleeping with him. After she said no, the 24-year-old Williamson allegedly pinned plaintiff down on the bed with her hands behind her back and AR'd her. When Doe attempted to grab her phone, Williamson allegedly threw it across the room before choking her and yelling at her for talking too much. A second alleged R word is claimed to have occurred roughly 1 month later on October 10, 2020. Doe alleges to have told Williamson she wanted to visit a friend in San Diego, and he said that she could not go while throwing items in the house. Williamson is alleged to have picked her up, threw her down to the ground, and pinned her shoulders down so she could not move. Defendant violently R-word plaintiff in multiple ways. Doe alleges Williamson then took her cell phone and laptop to prevent her from contacting anyone. The lawsuit alleges Williamson continued to abuse, R-word, assault, and batter plaintiff in multiple other states until the relationship ended in 2023. Doe also claims Williamson threatened to kill her and her family, including an allegation of him threatening to pay a security guard to shoot her in the head and kill her parents. Our client is very adamant about this. It's not her desire or our desire to litigate this case in the press. It's a very serious case as reflected in the allegation. Our client looks forward to her day in court where she can go and explain to a jury what happened to her, the things she endured for this defendant, and getting justice. Williamson's legal counsel said in a statement they plan to file a counterclaim against Doe and seek significant damages for this defamatory lawsuit. We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness and we unequivocally deny them. The allegations contained in the complaint are categorically false and reckless. This is the plaintiff's third set of attorneys. This appears to be an attempt to exploit a professional athlete driven by a financial motive rather than any legitimate grievance. The representatives added that Williamson has reported the plaintiff's extortion attempts to law enforcement and alleged that an arrest warrant was issued in connection with the report. His representatives claimed that the two had a consensual, casual relationship but never dated. That relationship ended years ago. At no point during or immediately after the relationship did the plaintiff raise any concern. Only after the friendship ended did she begin demanding millions of dollars. While these allegations are false, we recognize the seriousness of the claims and welcome the opportunity to prove the truth in court. We are confident that the legal process will expose the truth and fully vindicate Mr. Williamson. Okay, so let's get into a bit of a discussion, shall we? So again, it's always guilty until proven innocent. You know, that's how it goes, right? And I'm not gonna straight up say Zion is innocent. Again, I don't know this man. I'm gonna keep saying this over and over when it comes to a lot of these cases where we don't really know and everything's fresh. I do not know Zion Williamson. I've never met him. I don't know him personally. I don't have his phone number. I can't call him, text him, contact him any type of way. I do not know who this person is. And I don't know what he is capable of doing to a woman. But I am also not saying that Jane Doe here is telling the truth, because again, I don't know her. I mean, I literally do not know her. I don't even know her fucking name. Her name's Jane Doe. I don't even know who she is. But bro, this is a really bad look for Zion, man. I mean, these are some strong, very strong accusations, bro. I mean, it wasn't even just the, alleged, unconsensual, activities. I mean, even talking about he was gonna end her life and all that stuff. Like, damn, it's like, it's crazy. Yeah, so this is looking terrible for this dude right now. And I mean, he was already in a bad spot as it is. I mean, he gotta be the first nigga in the world to be told by contract that he is not allowed to weigh 300 pounds. Like, bro, what? Like, to have that written in your contract is crazy. Like, he would actually miss out on money if his weight got too high. That was such a concern, they had to write that down. And because of that fact, it's already put a huge stain on his career, as his lack of discipline has held him back and kept him from reaching his full potential. This was the same guy that was being seen as the next LeBron when he was in college and when he was getting drafted, the next big generational superstar. And now people are wondering if he'll even be on the court long term, if he'll ever even be in the NBA long term. Zion is just always in the news for something that isn't related to basketball whatsoever, and that is terrible when you're a professional athlete. He always got something going on that has nothing to do with what he did on the court, probably because he's never on the fucking court to begin with. The only thing people should ever really be hearing about you when you're a professional athlete is what you're doing on the court or on the field, on the ice, whatever. But then now with this new case, I mean, it's getting even worse. I mean, even if he is innocent, this is still a terrible look. I mean, we all know that for a lot of people, the accusation is enough for you to be forever seen as a monster, and for everything you had going on and all opportunities you could have in the future to just go down the drain. So to a lot of people, Zion is already this sort of monster who severely traumatized and hurt this woman. They don't need to see the case or see any evidence to prove so. I mean, to a lot of these types of people, even if they did see that he was innocent, it wouldn't be enough. They already got their mindset. And again, that's not me saying he's innocent. I don't know. None of us do at this point. I'm just talking about how it looked. Again, I don't know the truth yet, and I don't know which way this is gonna go. None of us know the truth, so don't be in here telling me, oh, nobody knows, Mr. Smartass. Don't be down there saying, oh, no, shut up. Nobody knows the truth, so I'm not saying it either way. If you don't know it, I think, oh, you're crazy. I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty. Nobody knows. If that's not enough for you, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, there's only I can't say it any clearer than that. But I will say that Zion's legal team saying this is her third set of attorneys and that there's apparently some sort of arrest warrant for her past financial exploitation attempts on Zion, I think was pretty interesting, I guess. I do think that information is a little suspicious. Now, we don't know that they're exactly telling the truth. They could just be saying this to make the situation look better for Zion, but I do think that is pretty strange, and I guess we'll see how that unfolds in the future. Again, as I've said in other videos, I don't know at this current point. I need a little more evidence before I decide which way I'm going on this. But yeah, man, this is a pretty bad look. I mean, if he is guilty, well, fuck that nigga for sure. Well, that's for one. If he is guilty, he is a monster. But not only that, it's pretty much over for this man. I mean, he'll never play another NBA game ever again. There's no way he gets guilty of that and he still is in the league. Not like he was very interested in playing anyway. His real passion was in the kitchen, never in the basketball court. And bro, if she's lying, she cannot remain Jane Doe. She cannot remain in anonymity. She has to have her full identity blasted to the social media at least, or she really should be thrown in jail for lying. If she's lying, she should be put in jail for that. I'm tired of people lying about stuff and just just getting away with it. But again, we don't know if she's lying at this point. But unless something crazy happens or some crazy bombshell evidence gets exposed, I still think Zion will be in the NBA right now. I would say that I think most people are on his side at this moment, because like I said, this is fresh. Nobody really knows either way yet, mostly because, you know, he's Zion, but you know, also like a warrant for multiple attempts at exploitation, asking for $50 million. I mean, that is a fuck ton of money. I mean, like I said, we'll see what happens. I don't know, man. This is a crazy look for this man, bro. And I really was a big fan of Zion, bro. Like I was watching when he was at Duke. I really thought he was gonna be crazy in the NBA, and then, you know, here we are now. But like I said, I think he'll still have a career. I mean, again, unless something explosive happens, I think he'll still be playing. I mean, all that stuff happened a couple years ago with Josh Gideon. He in the NBA just fine right now. Ain't nothing happened to his career. I mean, shit, Miles Bridges has multiple DV charges, yet he's still in the league to this day. Actually, it's plenty of NBA players with DV charges. Man, they get mad at their girlfriends and they just start putting the boxing gloves on. Like, it's crazy. I mean, that just seemed like that must be a pro athlete thing. You know, your girlfriend pissed you off and you like, man, hey, like, I don't know what it, bro, that's actually crazy. That is a genuine pattern with these pro athletes. Their girlfriend pissed them off and they automatically want to start boxing. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I don't know. This is a much bigger accusation, but I still think he'll probably still play. But yeah, man, things are looking pretty bad for Zion, not just with these accusations, but just his career as a whole. You know, who knows if he can turn this around? But let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. What do y'all think about this situation so far? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, turn on post notifications for this video. On our road to 2,000 subscribers. Like and sub so we can get there. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks to everybody who's been subscribing. And I'm out though. Catch you guys next time.